Hey, Edson, it's Mayor Kevin Zahara with the Town Council update. We had a very busy council meeting on Tuesday night where we accepted our 2022 financial statements from our auditor who reviewed those with us. We had a number of areas in which we spent less than budget, basically due to a number of projects not being completed and a number of staff vacancies that we had in 2020. The auditor stated that the town of Edson is in good financial state, and you can view those statements online at edson.ca. We also discussed the 2023 final budget. This has been a difficult budget process for council. We started back in October. We had our citizen engagement tool, which over 300 people responded to and provided various feedback. And the overall result of that was residents in our community wanted to keep our levels of service the same in most areas. In some areas, they actually wanted to see enhancements. And of course, that was under transportation in regards to maintenance of our roads, as well as into policing. So Town Council responded to that by adding funds into our transportation budget to enhance pothole repair. We've added some staff as well as equipment to do that. And we also enhanced our snow removal policy, adding more funds for contracted services so we can better resource those in heavy snowfall events, and so there's been some increased costs there. We're also dealing with inflationary pressures, costs of insurance, electricity, gas, as well as supplies and goods has been a challenge, and we also been dealing with recruitment issues and moving our remuneration into more average territory in order to better retain and attract employees to our organization. We had a number of vacancies in 2020. So these have been struggles. These are various challenges that residents have faced as well as businesses in our community. So 5.79% of our tax increase is just to deal with that, as well as government downloading of various regulations that we've seen changed over the year. And then 2.46% is what we call COVID recovery. And what that means is back in 2020, we reduced taxes by 5%. And in 2021, we returned to a normal level of service. If you recall, back in 2020, we reduced the level of service and reduced taxes. In 2021, we returned to a normal level of service, but we did not increase the taxes to pay for that level of service. Instead, the decision was made to use money out of reserves to pay for that. So over the last year, we increased taxes a small amount in order to make up that 5%. And this will be the final year. So 2.46% of that is just to bring back taxes to what they were pre-pandemic for that level of service. So overall, I know this number is huge, is 8.25%. Very difficult, but necessary to do, because council does not want to end up in a situation where we don't have money to pay for infrastructure projects. And it's important that our taxes reflect the cost of delivering services in our community. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy with that. There's a lot of pressure right now. Members of council pay taxes as well, and it's going to hit us as well. So that's why it's really important for residents to complete the citizen budget survey. We are going to be starting our 2024 budget process here very soon. You'll be able to provide feedback online and through the trade show, and we encourage residents to do that. So if there are areas in which you want lower levels of service to reduce taxation, please let us know so we can review that and consider that as we move through the 2024 budget process. Now, on the capital side, this is where we have a number of big projects. We hope to break ground on the YCE Center this fall with the new pool at the existing location at Repsol Place, or at the Edson District Leisure Center, I should say. So we have $20 million in our budget for that. We also are spending $2.6 million for a full rehabilitation of 18th Avenue between 48 and 49th Street. This is a new project that came basically as a surprise. We did some maintenance of our sewer lines. We did some scoping and found this line underneath the street was completely failing with large cracks, and this work needs to be done right away. So this is a full rehabilitation. All the underground infrastructure, sidewalks, curb, gutter, and pavement between 48 and 49th Street along 18th Avenue will be completed this year. So that is a big price tag. We're also going to be starting design work on a full rehabilitation of 8th Avenue between 51st and 52nd Street. I call this the street with the moguls. So design work on that will begin this year, and then construction is anticipated in 2024. Once again, replacing all the underground infrastructure and then dealing with the pavement, sidewalks, and things of that nature. We are also including money for the library renovation, $3 million there. A lot of that's grant funded and supported through Yellowwood County. Vision Park Phase 1, construction on that is anticipated to start really soon. We've been dealing with some coverage issues there, but our contractor is engaged. It's a local contractor, and construction for Phase 1 of Vision Park is about to begin. As well as Waste Creek project. This is a stormwater management project along First Avenue. We have been working on this for a number of years, but have been running into some land issues with a private landowner. This project's really important because we cannot address any of the road infrastructure needs in that area until the stormwater management area is complete, or the stormwater management project is complete. We have a lot of saturation issues with stormwater along 1st and 2nd Avenue in the south side of town. So we need to divert that water, and so we need to get the Waste Creek project completed. So once that's completed, then we can start dealing with some of that other infrastructure need along 2nd and 1st Avenues, which is why we have decided to rip up the pavement on 1st Avenue between 50th Street and 46th. Much of that pavement has failed. It's quite old. So we are going to return that back to gravel for the time being. We are going to do some dust control as well until we are able to complete that stormwater management project. And then at that point, we'll be able to repave. Otherwise, if we repave at this point, that pavement's not going to hold up due to the water issues and drainage issues on the south side of town. This has been a very long update, so I'm going to wrap things up. If you want further details, you can go to our website, edson.ca. Our complete budget document is available there. And as I leave you, I just want to say thank you to all of our volunteers for all they do in the community. It is Volunteer Appreciation Week. We'll be having a celebration at Galloway Station Museum on Friday nights with volunteers associated with the town. So thank you very much for all you do in our community. Have yourself a great week.